Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Pendance Film Festival. We are with Aidan Lesser. Aidan, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
We've just seen Barbara, who
Yeah.
happens to be your mother.
Yes. Yeah.
Wonderful film.
Thank you.
I heard the idea in the Q&A, but can you sell it for our audience? How did you, know about your mother's work, and how did you get the idea for the film?
Yeah. So it was late night during the height of the pandemic, so we were just sitting around talking, and it was the first time she kind of revealed to me that she had volunteered as a crisis line operator during the '90s. Which was news to me, and I thought it was this really...
You didn't know
No,
anything
not
about
at all.
it?
No,
Oh, yeah.
so this was kind of this really interesting side to my mom I'd never known about. So, we talked about it for a long, long time, and eventually a couple of very serious but meaningful kind of experiences that she had came up, and those were kind of what I based the film around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember the acting of your mother is goosebumps.
Oh, thank you.
How did you rehearse it? Is because she's an actress or
No. So that was her first time acting on camera.
Yeah.
Or acting in general.
Yeah.
And yeah, so in terms of rehearsal, we went over the lines a lot just to kind of get her as memorized as possible. Not in like a rehearsal way as you would with actors, just to literally go over the lines and memorize with her so she'd be comfortable saying them. Not really have to think too much about saying them at all. Also, we ended up shooting the film kind of twice. We almost shot like a rehearsal film, just me and her at home, to get her used to acting on camera. And yeah, those were kind of the two things. And really, it was such a small crew, so just making sure she was comfortable and felt heard and seen, and making sure, to let her know she looked good on camera and she was doing a good job. So yeah, just making sure it was a comfortable environment. And the crew was aware that it was her first time acting, so everyone was very respectful. And just a combination of all those things.
Yeah, there's also, the lightning, your DP, as I told you before we recorded, has done a wonderful work, but it's like the feeling of a very sensitive, and we are very, very close to her. At the end, at the same time, we are like far away because the camera is on the side, there's a column, and how did you work all the setting? Because it seems like it's like perfectly crafted 1 minute to another minute, but how did you think about it?
Yeah, I think partially it was knowing the location really well. We did a couple of location scouts, and I found this one cubicle that was right across from another office, so I could shoot through the door. And then since the door frame was so close, it looked like a column. And then I got the idea of kind of separating the two characters with the phone and Barbara on opposite sides, and we kind of tried to replicate that with the lighting, with the blue and red and the tungsten and kind of more daylight or blue light coming from the monitor. So that was definitely a big part of it, was just knowing the location and thinking about character and story and the framing. But yeah, also just that level of control, I think, comes from the simplicity of the story. I mean, it's basically one shot, one location, one conversation. So yeah, I think going into a film like that, you have a lot more control, so it was nice to have that.
Has your mother seen it?
Yes, she's actually here today.
What has she told you?
She likes it. Yeah. I mean, she was a consultant as much as she was an actor on the film.
Yeah.
Not so much during the edit phase, but especially during the scripting phase.
Cool.
So yeah, she was actually probably one of the first people to see the film. Yeah. So she seems to be a fan of it.
Okay, great, because it's very touching, especially I would say everything from the beginning to the end. So now what? Are we going to be able to see the film again? Any other festivals?
Yeah, so I made Barbara about 2 years ago, and I did a short festival run with it for about a year.
Yeah.
So now the film is just online for anyone to watch if they'd like to.
Right.
You can just look up Barbara and my name, Aidan Lesser, on YouTube or Vimeo, and you'll find it there. Right now I've just finished my thesis film. I just graduated from Toronto Metropolitan University, which is down the street from here.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you, yeah. So I'm just taking that film and shopping it around right now at some festivals, and maybe y'all will see it here next year. So.
Okay, so that's a promising future. What's the title of the next one?
Deserter.
So,
Yeah.
curiosity. The name of your mother is Barbara? No.
No. So Barbara was actually when you're a hotline operator of most kinds, you actually give a fake name.
Yeah.
So her name actually, when she did her name is Bonnie, but when she worked as a crisis line operator, her fake name was Barbara, which is why the film's called Barbara.
But I think there are a lot of Barbaras out there that are going to be very grateful to your film.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Appreciate it.